they should make a greater effort to work with the government to make sure that meaningful and decisive action is taken to address the hate that is growing across the country.
After an election that saw little serious discussion about racism, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, and other forms of hate, activists say they hope to see political parties at least put aside petty attacks and set an example for Canadians.
If in the visible public you are actually throwing insults or potshots at your opposition, but then you turn around afterwards and then, when the cameras and microphones are off, and say, hey, let's get together over coffee and talk about this, I think that just engenders cynicism within the public.
It's well known that despite animosity in the House, party leaders often take a much softer tone with each other in private. Khan says this sets a bad example for voters, encouraging animosity against opposing parties. Khan says voters shouldn't just see the snipes and jabs, but the deal-making that makes government work.
The push for cooperation that has been found in this election outcome should also be demonstrated in terms of less partisan attacks and less partisan rhetoric from our leaders.
Chaldean's Mensah says the election results should tell party leaders they must find a way to get along. But Mensah says the rise of the populist People's Party is also a sign that these political attacks may be going too far. The party tripled its votes from 2019, but didn't win any seats. Mensah identifies the PPC as part of a trend of right-wing populism focused on resentment against established political parties.
The PPC and its brand of politics, combined with the polarization that we're seeing in our politics, the toxic communication from politicians, I think calls for a move towards civility by politicians to cut down on these personal attacks and address some of the concerns which are motivating people to find home in the PPC.
In Ottawa, Shaoli Lee, City News.